12 years. That's how long it's been since GTA 5 came out. In 2013, it broke every record, $1 billion in 3 days. The biggest entertainment launch in history. Since then, silence. No trailers, no announcements, just rumors and leaks. And then, in 2023, Rockstar finally dropped the first GTA 6 trailer. It broke records again, the most watched game reveal ever. But it also left one big question. Why did this game take so many years to create? I've spent months digging through reports, developer interviews, and old statements, and I think the answer tells a much bigger story. In this video, I'm breaking down my theory on what really happened inside Rockstar, and why GTA 6 might be the most important game they've ever made. To understand why this game took so long, you have to start with what changed inside Rockstar. In 2020, Dan Houser, one of the company's founders and the main creative voice behind GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and both Red Dead games, left the studio after more than 20 years. His departure hit hard. Houser's writing shaped everything about Rockstar's tone. The humor, the pacing, the satire that made their games feel alive. Losing that voice meant starting fresh, with a new team, new writers, and a different creative tone. But that wasn't the only shift. During Red Dead 2, stories came out about 80-hour work weeks and brutal deadlines. People loved the game, but inside the studio it nearly burned them out. After that, Rockstar had to change how it worked. They started cutting down overtime, adding more structured schedules, and splitting creative decisions across multiple studios instead of one top-down team. It's a healthier way to run a company, but it slows everything down. When you change leadership and rebuild workflow at the same time, production doesn't move smoothly. Every department has to relearn how to communicate. New managers step in, approvals get delayed, priorities shift mid-project. And all of this was happening while GTA 6 was already in development. That's what people miss when they talk about Rockstar taking too long. They weren't just making a new game. They were rebuilding how the studio itself functions. And for a company that size, that kind of change doesn't take months. It takes years. But internal change wasn't the only reason development slowed down. There was something much bigger. GTA Online. Just a few weeks after GTA 5 released, Rockstar launched GTA Online. That's when everything changed. Over time, GTA Online became so popular and made far more than the base game ever could. And that shifted Rockstar's focus from storytelling to revenue. Updates, microtransactions, cosmetics, the money never stopped. Even the single-player side was left behind. The Agent Trevor DLC that was already planned, the one Dan Houser later confirmed, never came out. Every resource was moved to GTA Online. And honestly, you can see why. Online made more money than anything Rockstar had ever done. So naturally, single player stopped being the priority. When GTA Online keeps generating billions, there's no pressure to move fast on the next big title. And that's another major reason why GTA 6 took this long to make. I also have another theory about the whole GTA Online thing. Think about it. For more than a decade, millions of players logged into the same city every day. Rockstar wasn't just adding new missions. They were studying how people actually played, what cars they drove, which activities they repeated, how long they stayed online before leaving. That gave Rockstar something no other studio had. Years of real data on player behavior inside an open world. It showed what kept players engaged, what made them bored, and what pushed them to quit. And that information directly shaped how they approached GTA 6. It possibly helped them design a smarter, more refined experience. One built around real player behavior instead of guesses. But the side effect was constant iteration. Every time new data came in, they adjusted systems, rebalanced missions, or rebuilt mechanics. That feedback loop may have improved the final result, but it also slowed everything down. I've worked in product development, and this mindset is familiar. You build, observe, and improve. But the more you learn, the more you change. And when you apply that to a game of this scale, the process never really ends. Then there's Rockstar's obsession with realism. It's one of the biggest reasons their games take so long to finish. They don't just aim for good graphics. They build systems that mimic real life down to the smallest details. Every animation, material, and environment has to behave the way it would in reality. You can see that clearly in Red Dead Redemption 2. That game took nearly 8 years to develop because they obsessed over the smallest things. They wanted the world to feel natural and consistent, not just impressive on the surface. Developers have talked about reworking environments multiple times to perfect lighting and physics. Even small visual details were adjusted repeatedly until they felt right. That's the level of realism they chase. It's impressive, but it's also what slows everything down. Rockstar's obsession with realism doesn't stop at design. It goes all the way down to the technology itself. Their in-house engine, Rage, has evolved with every major release since GTA 4. Each new version adds more advanced systems for lighting, physics, and world simulation. For GTA 6, they've built the most ambitious version yet. Developers who've worked with Rage describe major upgrades, from dynamic weather and smarter crowd behavior to more realistic materials and vehicle damage. These improvements make the game world more believable, but they also make development far more complex. And that takes time. But there was another factor, and here's my theory. When GTA 5 came out in 2013, the internet was a completely different place. There was no TikTok, no streaming culture, no endless cycle of viral trends. Back then, Rockstar was satirizing early social media and online fame. But that world doesn't exist anymore. Every few years, the culture shifted again. New platforms, new slang, new subcultures. Every time Rockstar locked in an idea, the world moved forward. My theory is that they had already built large parts of the game. Storylines, jokes, even characters. But as trends and attitudes changed, those ideas started to feel outdated. So they went back and rebuilt. They couldn't just release another GTA 5 with better graphics. The tone, the humor, even the kind of chaos people enjoy, all of it had to match the new trends and the culture of the moment. So the team had to keep adjusting, rewriting, re-recording, redesigning, trying to make sure the game still felt current when it finally released. And that constant adjustment kept slowing them down. And yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you liked this one. I make high-quality, deep-dive gaming videos every week, exploring how games are built, what they mean, and why they matter. Tell me what you think about GTA 6 in the comments. Do you think all these years of changes will pay off? Or has the wait gone too far? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.